Welcome back, everybody, to Ready, Aim, Live. I'm Wes.
And I'm Jose. And last week we talked to you guys about the raging ammo prices and the stories that we had to deal with and experienced. We were excited to see your guys' feedback and the numerous people agreeing with the fact that it is hard and it's ridiculous. No one should be paying this much for ammo. But we did defer from our original plan of our original video was to talk to you guys about different EDC holsters that we use and then different carry methods we use as hefty men. But we want to get back on track with that. And we brought some holsters for them today, right, Wes?
Yes, we did.
So how about this? You start, go ahead, and let's see what you got.
All right, man. Well, I bought this holster probably about a year ago now, whenever I did buy my Kimber Micro 9. I still love this gun. It's still small. And this holster itself, it started out as a really great holster, and it's got a hard side and the soft leather side, so it definitely fit in my waist well. But some of the cons I have of this is that once this leather got used enough, it really started to break down, and it really lets the gun slip out way too easily. But it's still, I think that if you got a new one or maybe tightened it up, it'd probably be a great holster. But it still fits the gun great. It still locks in place. It still fits on my waist well. And being a hefty guy, that's probably the number one thing. Is even though it definitely has its faults, it definitely fits in my waist well, and it still is a beautiful everyday carry for me to have with the best gun that I can ask for.
Yeah, it looks pretty comfortable, with the soft leather and stuff like that. I always like holsters that have a softer back and then that hard front, just to have that protection on you. And especially like I said, we're hefty men, so sitting down at a restaurant and all that, sometimes hard holsters they get really uncomfortable and start to press up on your belly and all that.
See, that's why I went ahead and bought this one, because I really thought this leather was gonna hold up a lot better, and it doesn't push in my side like the hard plastics do. But, that's what you live and learn, and maybe I can find another holster. It kind of goes the same way. But I do see on your side, you got a nice soft holster and a hard one. You can go ahead and tell me about those.
Yeah, man. So, there's two different types that I like to kind of be versatile on, especially depending on what I'm actually going to go out and do. For me, preferably, I do like holsters that have a clip onto my belt, because I know it's not going anywhere. And I actually have this holster. It's a We the People holster. I use it to carry my XD9. And, the gun locks in very well. You really got to kind of pull on it, And I've had this holster now for easily, I want to say a year and a half, maybe even 2 years if I really think about it. And I definitely will buy another holster from We the People holsters. I recommend We the People holsters. Then, I get over to the soft side, and, soft side right here. This is a Springfield XDS 45, and, this isn't the exact sticky holster. This is just another soft back, but they do have the brand of sticky holsters, and those I do like. And then any soft padding, because when I want to go out and I know I'm going to be moving a lot, like if I'm going to a park or something like that I'm going to be walking and kind of be doing all kinds of stuff. I want to have this comfort, because like we said, sitting down and just trying to enjoy yourself too, it can be uncomfortable at times with hard holsters and stuff like that. So having that soft backing, it really, really helps. But, going to your different types of holsters, what about carrying, positions? What do you prefer to carry?
Preferably, I like to carry it on my back, just because, as being a bigger guy, there is a lot more, area up here that's going to go ahead and cover the gun. But I like to have it on the back, because I feel like I can definitely reach it better. I don't ever have to worry about if I'm going to sit down being uncomfortable or anything like that, especially with wanting to buy a tactical firearm. I definitely want to have a holster that I can actually carry in the back and be more comfortable with it at all times as well. So
now my question about that is because I've always been nervous about carrying it in the back. Do you ever get nervous that your gun might be sticking out, or what I'm saying, just you bending down? Do you think it comes out a lot, or is that something you worry about, or it's just you prepare for it, you kind of pull your shirt down before you bend down?
Well, I don't know if you can tell, but a lot of these fishing shirts that I wear, and a lot of the even the button-ups that you see that I wear in some of the videos, I wear those because I like wearing an undershirt that I tuck in, and then whenever I put the gun on my back, the fishing shirt covers it perfectly. So I'm always planning my outfit for if I am carrying, depending on where I'm going. I always have something that I'm going to be able to completely cover it up with, and then I don't even have to worry about it. The only worry that I have is sitting in the car or forgetting that I even have it on my back at any point. But
yeah, it's a good point. You talk about dressing for carrying.
Yep.
I think a lot of people forget that, when it's time to, you made that decision, you want to conceal, you want to you want to carry, you want to protect, I don't think they remember or realize that you have to dress for it. You might have to go up an extra size on your shirt. You might have to go up an extra size in your pants because, you think that your pants fit good now. Try putting a 9mm, pistol down there, and you're gonna be like, damn, like these pants are way too tight now. So you might have to go up a size. Shirts, man. You buy a shirt and you think it fits good, but then you go put it on, you get your gun, you're like, damn, my gun's imprinting a lot.
Yeah.
If I go up one more size, you won't be able to tell. I think a lot of people do forget that.
Well, and I think one of the biggest things, even like on the smaller side of it, you always got to plan your shirt. But one of the things I definitely had to plan too was having a good belt that could always hold up to my holster and also, securely fasten my pants so that I never have to worry about, my pants being too heavy or, the belt not being able to keep up. Because I have a very thick belt. That's a 511 belt. And I never have to worry about it fraying or, it breaking from putting a holster in and out of, my back or anything like that. So that is another thing that I don't think a lot of people really think about is, everyday carry is not just what holsters you use or just the shirts. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into carrying on a daily basis. And that being one of the extreme ones is you got to make sure that you have all facets of your body secured. I mean, you don't want your gun, falling off because your belt started to fray or, it just wasn't able to withstand the weight of the gun. So, that's another big thing to me.
I mean, I definitely, I just got one of those 511 belts, and I think that is one of the best belts I've had so far. I mean, the way it's like it's meant to be for a carrying belt, man. I mean, this clip right here just clips in perfect. It feels so locked in place.
Yeah.
And one thing I used to struggle with is, going to the bathroom, you're pulling your drawers down, and then, like, your belt gets loose, and your gun's, like, over here. And you're like, no. But that 511, man, it just kind of stays in the loops. It's wide enough to not want to just leave the loops of your pants. And I think that's really cool. But yeah, man, I think a lot of people really do forget about that, and that is a big thing. You guys gotta dress for the carry. Everywhere, every time. You gotta plan it. It's all about planning,
It really is. And one of the coolest things that we love about being able to make these videos is that, we can give you guys our opinions and, put a lot of feedback out there, but we want y'all's feedback. We want to hear about what kind of things you guys carry, what holsters you use, what EDCs that you guys use on a daily basis, and how you use them. Even what shirts. There may be shirts that we've never heard of that are some of the best conceal shirts out there, and that's something that with us doing this channel, it really does open that gate for us to be able to have conversations and to learn a lot about the different things that maybe we didn't even think about either. I mean, there might be something that somebody says, hey, you missed that. Why didn't you talk about this? And that's a perfect place to go ahead and put that in the comment section for us.
Yes, please. We want to hear all your feedback, and I want to know, your feedback on what positions you guys prefer to carry. Because personally, you said you like to carry 6 o'clock. I prefer appendix carry. I want to be at that 2 o'clock right here. That's just, it seems more comfortable for me. But we want to see what everyone else thinks. And, like you said, they might know other holsters that we have no idea about. One holster I want to try is I want to get a good pair of shoulder holsters.
Yep.
I want to try it out, especially with your fishing shirts. I feel like that'd be a really good shirt to have with those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or even I've seen some of the skin tight ones that have the holsters that are right inside. They're not even necessarily just a shirt, but they're more of a performance shirt.
Oh, like the 511 ones?
Yep, right there on the side, and you can actually still have access to it, and it seems like it's I haven't tried one on yet, but it seems like it'd be something that's a very nice comfortable carry on a daily basis as well.
I definitely agree. You know, either that or a shoulder carry holster is what I'm looking at. Like when I'm riding a motorcycle,
Yeah.
you know, it's really uncomfortable to try to appendix carry anywhere on your pants. Honestly, you know, you're crunched up on this bike and you're cruising down the road. You know, having this punching you and pinching you in the belly, man, it does not feel good. So I do feel like a shoulder holster would help with that. And I'm sure people are watching this video, they might be able to tell me, man, like give us this info. You know, we're not pros, we're amateurs, man. Hopefully one day we can make it to pros. That'd be amazing. But we're not going to be able to do that without your guys' feedback and your knowledge, because you know we're on the same boat as everyone else, man. We're always willing to learn. We want that knowledge. We want to expand. So, but one thing they always got to remember, Wes. Who's got your 6?